fast. Eyes are up. On the whistle, on the whistle, on the whistle. There we go. Run, 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 run.
Mike Brennan came to the Hazleton area football program in 2014 with an impressive resume that included 2 state championships at Mount Carmel. His job for the Scarlet, Silver, and White would be to wake a sleeping giant.
We struggled. You could say slowed down games or sped up games. We used every single minute of that 25-second clock, second at 25-second clock, and we tried to make the game shorter. And we were outmatched, but our kids competed and they battled. And we kept games close, probably longer sometimes than we should have.
The Cougars went from 1 win in 2014 to trips to the district's 2-4 sub-regional championship game in 2017 and 18. During that time, the Cougars boasted 5 All-State players. The team took a step back in 2019 with a lot of young but talented players on the roster. After 6 seasons, Brennan has decided to take a job in the Danville area school district and coach the high school team there. He says he knows his players and coaches in Hazleton will be fine without him, but that fact doesn't make saying goodbye any easier.
I'm excited for the opportunity. It's extremely sad for me to leave Hazleton area. I know people would say, oh, well, it's your decision to leave, and absolutely it is, but it's hard. I met such great people here. I've developed some really special lifelong friendships here, and the players have been outstanding for us. They bought in, they've done whatever we asked them to do. Effort was never a question. The results weren't always what we wanted. You know, we always wanted to be better, and we wanted to bring a sub-region championship back here to Hazleton area. We fell short of doing that in the 2 separate occasions we had an opportunity to. But overall, I leave here with no regrets, and I leave here feeling that we've done good things with the program.
Brennan says the decision to leave Hazleton was made with his wife and daughters in mind. As he comes closer to the end of his career, he wants to make sure his family is taken care of in the future. As for his legacy in Hazleton, that's in the hearts and minds of his players and in what they've been able to do on the field and off of it.
Because we created a really high expectation for them, I think. And I think they lived up to it, you know, and that's, you know, maybe our legacy here is not one of winning championships, but I think our legacy of being respected and our legacy of creating, you know, successful young men down the road for those who stayed with us and wanted to buy into what we preached. I think they'll carry the lessons on, and I think one of the main lessons we teach is this, you know, doing something special for your community.
And so the Brennan era comes to an end at the Hazleton Area High School. Mike Brennan is moving on to the next chapter in his life at Danville as a Giant emerges back in Hazleton, hungry for a championship.
I think humility is what I learned the most of. I thought we worked extremely hard as a staff. Our players worked extremely hard over the last 6 years, and to be 23 and 42 is not exactly what you coach for. But that's the way it was, and we don't blame anybody. I blame myself for not being able to be more successful in terms of that. But I just enjoyed the kids. I enjoyed the players, and I learned to enjoy making sure Monday, after the weekend, after a tough loss, that we taught them that the sun came up. The sun came up on Saturday, the sun came up on Sunday, and it came up this morning on a Monday, and now we're getting ready for our next opponent. A good friend of mine is now the offensive coordinator at Penn State, Kirk Shiraka, and when he left Western Michigan and went to Minnesota a few years ago after they were in the Cotton Bowl and they had a 1-loss season, I remember he said to me, I was beginning to think it was me, you know, and you learn in this game that it's not you, it's about the players. You know, you can do any system you want, you could drop anything on paper. It's what your players know and how they execute, and they'll know whether you treated them well or didn't treat them well. And I think at the end of the day, I'm hoping that most or all of our players can think about the fact that they were treated well by me, and if that's the case, I'm satisfied regardless of what our record was.
For SSPTV Sports, I'm Ken Cara.